how's it going? Today I would like to talk about kind of two travel-related topics. The first topic will be on travel resources which I use in order to find accommodations, places to go out and eat, even in just regular life places to go out and eat, and also guides to places in Japan that are in English and also that have websites in Japanese for those of you who enjoy practicing or using your Japanese. The second part will be about souvenirs or omiyage, and also meizanbutsu, which are local area products which are the pride of many prefectures in Japan. So first I would like to talk about travel resources that you can use. First, I would like to tell you about several websites that I think are very useful and I tend to use more than others. There are many resources out there, and I'm sure each of you has your own special website that you like to use, but I'll just kind of tell you about the ones I enjoy using. First of all, the first time I came to Japan on just a trip, not to live, was about 13, 14 years ago. I came through a summer school program that was offered through my university, and it was a really great trip. And at the time there were not as many web-based resources for travel, so I brought one of these big, thick, heavy books with me. It has information on everything, you know, it's suitable and very helpful. However, it's very heavy and they can tend to be very expensive, running anywhere from, this one's about $25 to $50 or so. If you want to use a book like this, I would recommend going to your local library and photocopying the pages that you need, because you don't really need to buy them and it will just take up space in your luggage. But they are very helpful for the basics. This one I actually received from my aunt this spring when she came. I kind of organized a tour this spring for my aunt, and my uncle, who came by cruise ship to Japan, actually was an Asian cruise, and they came with a group of people, and I arranged a tour out of Kobe and Nara and Kyoto, which were really great, and I in fact used the websites that I'm going to talk about next. So, the first website is actually my favorite website to use when traveling in Japan. It's the Japanese National Tourist Organization website. In fact, 13 years ago, before I came here, I went to the Japanese National Tourist Organization office in San Francisco in order to get free information on places to stay, places to see, and but now they're online and offer a lot of information on places to see, festivals, where to stay, what to eat. Everything is on the website, and I will post these websites in the information section for the video, but also I'll put them probably in the video, flash them. First of all, I'd like to mention they have these wonderful PDF form travel guides for many areas of Japan. Just so many, it's unbelievable. This one right here is for Takayama and Shirakawa-go. I actually went there last weekend because we're in between two holiday weekends. Last weekend we had a holiday called Keiro no Hi, which is respect for the aged day, and this weekend will be Shubun no Hi, which is the autumn equinox. So it's kind of fun time to travel because it's not too cold yet, and it's kind of cooling down, so it's not as hot as summer. So it's a really nice time to travel. But anyways, I went to Takayama last weekend, so I printed off the Takayama and Shirakawa-go PDF form from the Japanese National Tourist Organization, and I really enjoy using their guides and recommend using them because they have really nice detailed maps of the areas that they cover. They give you information on annual events and festivals that are going on, how to get there, has access by JR train, probably by plane as well, but usually by train. It gives you the time and the cost or the fare by train, which is really useful. And they also tell you about the places of interest, how much admission is, the hours, that sort of thing. In addition, they also have accommodations. They list accommodations and about how much they're going to cost. They have the room rate, and they have a little yen sign actually, and it's kind of funny because depending on the level of the hotel, the number of yen goes up. So if you are on a really budgeted if you're on a budget, you might want to stay at one that has a 1 yen sign, but they have ones that are 2 up to 3 yen, I think is the most expensive. And they have a little key down here telling you which ones are like ryokans, which ones are hostels, which ones are motels, hotels, that sort of thing. So these travel guides are just, it's a great resource. Please use it. Another resource that I really enjoy using is actually Rakuten Travel, and they have a website in English and in Japanese, of course. I just looked at the website today, and it seems like they've expanded their English version of their website. And you can reserve places online without having to pay ahead of time, which is great. Like Expedia.com or some of the other ones, you have to pay ahead of time, and if you have to change, it's kind of inconvenient because you've already paid, and it's kind of, like that sort of thing. Anyways, some of the places on Rakuten Travel, you have to maybe pay 1,000 yen deposit or something like that, which, I wouldn't mind paying 1,000 yen over, the whole. They have many different kinds of package options where you can get dinner included or breakfast included. I always usually try and get one with breakfast included, which is what I did last weekend when I stayed in Takayama. They had a morning Viking, they call it a Viking. It's actually just a buffet or smorgasbord. And where I stayed was the Takayama Green Hotel, and they had a great morning buffet, Japanese style and Western style breakfast buffet. Most places that I reserve tend to have those, and they're just great. You just eat and then you go, and it's very convenient. So definitely try Rakuten Travel if you would like to find a place to stay in Japan, and they have many different price ranges. Of course, probably your cheapest accommodation will be a youth hostel, or you could do a homestay if you want to stay for a longer amount of time. Also, food in Japan can be very expensive, and so there are several gourmet sites where you can find coupons for like 10 to 15% off a place to eat dinner, or you can get like a free service drink, free glass of wine, or if it's your birthday they'll give you a kind of a free little cake or something if it's your birthday. It's called, in English, it's called the Gourmet Navigation Guide, and I looked at their English site today, and it seems like they have expanded their options as well. Before they didn't have as many, and I was looking for some of the places that I used from the Japanese site, and they didn't have them, and I'm like, why don't they have them there? Have they just not put them in, or do they think foreigners don't want to go there? What is it? So I was just thinking that they haven't put in all the information in English, but actually I found my favorite izakaya in Shibuya. So I tend to spend a lot of time in Shibuya because, number one, my gym is there, and on the weekends, as a part-time job, I have many private students, and I usually meet them in the afternoons in the Shibuya, Ebisu, Nakameguro area. One of the places I really like to go, and it's easy to eat quickly, like dinner or something, is called Janka. It's called Shibuya Janka, and they have izakayas typically they have really print out these coupons. See, there's a coupon there, and it also comes printed with a map, which is very helpful. So you can find your way there from like Shibuya Station. Here's Shibuya Station, and I don't know that you can see it. So this is also another very, very helpful site, and I recommend you use it because there are many, many sites, like I said before, but these are the ones I tend to use the most.